It's just crazy, right? So I'm not crazy, but no, I talk and I think, but I'm talking about like I'm certainly talking about what everybody talking about. But what I just heard they got this guy from Ethiopia um who's like the head of the CDC or something like that. He just broke it down. He said there was 1,200 people killed on October the 7th, and 200 hostages taken. That's 1,400 people. They got like 13 hostages left. But what he said they killed. He said the Israel army killed 7,000 children. Children. And when I heard that October the 7th, this December the 7th, it's within 3 months, and they already killed 7,000 children out of a gangland type of retaliation to people that they closed are their personal enemies, but they went for the kids, they went for the hospitals, they went for the women who were pregnant, and they went for the infants. And now these people can't even get cold medicine. That sounds like some real racial cleansing. It sounds like they're doing some real Nazi shit. So right now, the Mbahu playing out like motherfucking Hitler. But that's unheard of. I know this one woman, she a porno star. Her name, Mia Khalifa. I think she from Lebanon. She pretty. She's so pretty. But man, I man. But I'm just saying, she a beautiful young woman. And I talked about it before. And they have different things about different types of things with women that if they do things that they can get, and all over. But, at this point in time, I think she a Muslim, but it's just to think of the children, it's just I couldn't separate them from, there was, Vietnam. I'm sure in Vietnam, there may have been children who died, but they were the children that the American soldiers killed. The American soldiers in Vietnam didn't bring kids with them. You understand what I'm saying? So, and people who were killed, by way of that. But I'm sure like the rules of engagement, the negotiations navigating into the war, the engaged enemies, the people being drafted in the war, it was a process. What happened is October 7th, there were, there was an attack that that was viewed that went viral, and everybody in Israel wanted to go viral too. So they wanted to have a viral war. They're doing things inside of a deadline that doesn't exist, so they can kill as many people and destroy as much property as they can. They don't have an enemy. They have a shadow that they're not holding as necessary. You know. Based on that, it brought tears near to my eye. As it is, I feel as though I can cry, but even that they had like some type of vote, like all the nations that get together, and do things, you know, they get together, and America said, no, we don't want a ceasefire because America's selling weapons to Israel to use. So America need that money because what America did was they gave weapons to the Ukraine for free. But all in now is that they keep talking about these hostages, but those 7,000 children, they didn't go nowhere. It's not like they're not hostages in themselves. They're at a place waiting for Jehovah God. A lot of people believe in God. But God exists. He does one thing. He does what he does. And those children are somewhere they're at right now that's not on the earth. They didn't have any funerals. They got this one guy. Now, he was sitting in a chair. He said his family is going, and they're celebrating these people. But they're doing this on Christmas. They got Hanukkah. Jesus was born in Israel, something like that. So they're protected, but they're doing this on Christmas because these people don't worship Jehovah like Jehovah's Witnesses worship Jehovah. They don't worship Jesus like Jehovah's Witnesses worship Jesus. We're Christians. They don't worship like Catholics. They don't worship like Israelites, like people in Israel. They were enemies, but they're really doing these things, and it doesn't matter. But I feel as though that they're doing it to at a time. But what I'm seeing is what people don't understand is that it's like a bell is ringing universally, like they have to be stopped. This rogue army that's killing women and children. And the only people that can stop them is America. And America says no. They're providing money for our weapons. But now when I saw the guy from that popped up from the CDC thing, it's like I didn't know. He started talking and he only said shit that it kind of disappointed me, about what he was saying about the barbarism located in the initial the initial momentum that seeded the war that was called out by the prime minister and those in Israel. But when he told me 7,000 children died already, when he told me 7,000 children died already, it was like, man, I almost wanted to cry. That many children. And they know they killed them. That's a war crime. As it is, I peel through what it is I feel motivates with regards to, my war analyzing my nature with regards to being a war historian. You set out on these things as a child when you listen to your teacher, and then you locate them when you're an adult and you become the teacher and you're a historian now. So it's that based on the terror, the tactics, it looks like Hamas is It looks like Hamas. Give me a moment, please. It looks like we have 1,400 hours. It looks like Hamas has moved their whole operation to Africa. Being that's where it is that they were seen visually by everybody on the planet when they had dropped off the hostages. They're not even in Palestine. And their base really is located worldwide now. Hamas had did something that maybe even the Palestinian people understood and expected would eventually happen. They did what it is that had to happen based on everything that they did since they began conflicting with Israel. And you see those little girls and those little boys over there, they tough. They carry something with them that's not really stable for people. It's not even pride, because pride could be visualized. It could be they carry virtue. They have that they could be the Philistines. You remember David and Goliath? I think that they Goliath people. Historical Bible characters that go synonymous with King Saul and the Philistines. King Saul, the first king of Israel, died on a warpath that was created after David had killed Goliath and had sent the Philistines in a direction that Solomon had his army. He was chasing them down. He had to locate him. He got killed on the battlefield with his son Jonathan, who was supposed to be the king. After that, David became king. The Philistines go back to before Israel had a king, to Samson. Samson. That's the Philistines. I feel as though that's what Palestine means. Philistine, Palestine. So these people are biblical people as well, in the Bible as well. You know, and it just hurt because, you know, they know about things like suicide bombers. They know about death like normal people don't. But like I just see the kids, and when they go where they go, they're walking with regards to a victory, you know, that I don't think people can understand. I mean, they may understood death and they may have occurred with it, but I never really saw anybody behave so richly amidst the poverty of the world, the poverty that's located in the American government, and they locate in people who are not impoverished. They just have things like a hospital. What about when the corona crisis was going on and everybody had to be safe because the corona was killing people? Now the corona not killing people. It's no more corona standards. It's no more, you know, and now it's cool to kill a certain amount of people because of the amount of people the corona killed. Was that 1 million people? Something like that. They're going by the numbers. But them kids, they not poor, but they really should be alive. That's all I'm saying.